Men get so offended when women that they did not do right by and had no intentions of doing right by decides to school one of their homeboys.
Oh, my.
It's a valid question. It's a valid question.
What the is going on? I'm not about to answer. Trip, I'm not about to answer this. I'm not about to answer this. I know, but all right.
But I also want to know. But I also.
Now what the? Hold on.
But I also want to know, how long should I wait to spring it on him that I want his friend?
With the homie? Okay.
You on TV
I love
now.
his friend.
Surprise!
All right.
I want to his friend.
All right, fair use. So, ladies, let's get into it. Let's get it. I guess, the question would be for a man to answer that one first, right? It's kind of hard because I've been married for so long and out the game. So it's kind of like, I've been out the dating market for 14 years. But with that being said, I do understand the male perspective. Men have egos. Men have egos, and our egos could be very fragile at times. We don't want it to be played with. So, yeah, we do feel as if the woman that we had sex with, right, that we laid down with, let's keep it YouTube friendly because this is a family show. But the ones that we do lay down with, we do want to say that you're, to some degree, ours, right? Now, it's one thing if you go and mess with another man out there that we don't know, but to mess with our friend, it's borderline vengeful. It's borderline vengeful. And that's how we look at it. So our egos do take a little hit, not even a little hit, in some cases a big hit, if you go out there and actually deal with one of our homies off the strength. Anything y'all want to talk about that? Ladies.
Why does it even matter if the video said you had no intentions of doing right by this girl, so why does it matter? I'm going to start with that. I got more to add. Why does it matter?
Because you were already ours. So I might not want to be with you, right? Because I may have wanted to be with you, then I might have realized things that I didn't like. And then I was like, you know what? This is not it. You're not it. But I still don't want to see, Ray handling his business with you. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to see that. Yeah, Shalice, what you got to say, Shalice? I see the face.
I just found it funny, but I hate to be old school, but I do just feel like it's a little messed up. Like, it does come off a little vengeful. I'm actually shocked that I'm agreeing with a man that, I'm like, oh, I didn't expect that for the first topic. But yeah, it is a little vengeful, like, because there are so many fish in the sea. Like, unless you just live in a really small area and you can't manage to find anyone else to talk to that is not going to treat you right, like, does it have to be that person? Does it have to be their homeboy? Like, that's a choice.
Okay. And she's agreeing with a man, y'all. She's agreeing with a man. Just how you feel about the topic.
Shalice,
sorry,
it makes sense. Like, it makes sense. There's so many men out there, right? And then I feel like you should definitely be vetting the people first. Like, don't be quick to smash buddy, right? Make sure you see his friends, vibe with them, right? Because at the end of the day, if you're choosing somebody's friend, then you never like that man in the first place. Because why is you even looking at his friend? You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. That's probably who you really wanted. She
should have held out until she seen everybody. She should have seen the whole lineup before she dove in.
Hold on, let me see the squad first, right?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Let me see the whole squad first. Jess, what's your thoughts on the topic?
Yeah, I think it's messy. It's messy. Never, like a dog never. What's that saying? A dog never vomits where it sleeps, or something like that.
Oh wow!
Like that's just too messy. No, for real.
Yeah. Right.
Because it's like, okay, then what if they like? what if it got to the point where even y'all stop messing around and then the guys are like they're trashing y'all together on like that craziness that y'all just went, come on, it's just too messy. Like,
Right.
Not a
You
good
became
look.
a whole jump off because
believe it
you
or not, men
couldn't
talk.
wait.
The likelihood is the friend is not going to respect you either.
Right.
So by you going over to the friend, so now we're playing into how men actually think, right? The likelihood is now you're going over to the friend. He's not going to respect you, and you're just going to be talked about. Now, if you don't care about that, that's one thing. But I know a lot of women try to preserve them. I don't know. We in 2024. Women ain't really trying to preserve themselves like that for the most part. Not all, right? But for the most part. Because we're liberated. So, being so liberated, it's almost like, yo, I can sleep with who I want to, and you shouldn't judge me. But unfortunately, men judge you. It is what it is.
I don't know. There are some celibacy movements going on too, though. So I wouldn't even say that 100%.
Well, they're not the ones that's keeping themselves from the homies. That's a whole different group of people. But we're talking about the people that's out here like, yo, you know what? I could go with your friend. I can get your friend. If you don't want me, I'll get your friend. And those are the ones we talk about. Kit. What's your thoughts on the topic?
Oh boy, it's just Tuesday. We just be
See you next Tuesday.
Good Jesus, y'all be doing a lot for Tuesday. I personally feel like, how do I put this? She's not really getting anything out of it. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily an opportunist, but if I'm gonna do something, I need to be the winner, right? There needs to be like a big dub, and it needs to be pointing at me and me. So what she's doing really just makes her look more like a pass around than it does any level of victorious. The way that you really get back is you get a dude that shits all over his life. You know what I'm saying? That makes him look like, I was with you? Lord, the dementia. Like, I was having problems in my life. I didn't even know I was with you. I let you breathe on me? Oh, Jesus, what was happening? So, like, for me, that's where the energy comes in. Like, if you're going to really get back. You don't get back by humping this friend, because 9 times out of 10, they just going to talk about if you did that thing with your thumb that they, sometimes like,
Boy, not the thumb.
Conversation doesn't necessarily be, a benefactor, if that matters. Like, I need to be a benefactor. I need to win. And your friend's penis doesn't really make me win. So, yeah, that's my thoughts.
Okay. Babe, you want to read this super chat?
Yes, we have a super chat.
Chain in the building. What up, my God? With a $10 super chat. He is in the building. He is empty in the bank account, but his bank account is long, so he's not really empty. He's just shedding love. Hey, sweetheart. Read that.
So, Blockchain says it's messed up for the same reason any woman would be hurt and mad if that same man that didn't do right by her got with her best friend or sister and gave the best friend, sis, everything he never gave her.
I agree.
Right. It's a fact.
But then she wasn't really my best friend or my sister, so I'm not really, you can't compete where you don't compare. So I'm not really going to be mad at someone that if you're just doing it to give her to get back. If she went with you in the first place, she was never my friend. So there's no level up. Like,
right.
Okay, well, random bitch getting a random nigga. Have fun.
But it's the same, and I think both get in their feelings. Like naturally, if I'm messing with you, you probably didn't really like me like that. But then I go mess with your friend, and I start treating her like, she's everything. A lot of women get jealous too. Sometimes I even see that happen even more often than not. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yes, Dion has an Instagram. Her Instagram is Dion MUA, but that's my wife, kid, show. So I just threw that out there, my guy, Kid. Thank you for watching the show.
Appreciate it.
So yeah. So so I don't want to beat up on that topic for one reason. Because I know that the main topic is going to be a little bit, you know what I mean? So
But I mean, you did skip over me though.
Oh,
you did.
My bad.
He was too busy defending your honor, Chad.
Now I gotta prove my love.
Like that. You just gotta put it out. You just gotta put it out there. You know, we all are.
He might have been trying to. He might have been trying to post the
interwebs. Hold up, before you go though, I got another $10 super chat from my guy. Oh man, go ahead, man.
Yes, Quint Johnson says in most cases the guy won't take her serious and just use her for sex.
There we go. There we go. And that's how that rolls. But go ahead, hun.
So I feel as though we kind of jumped the gun a bit when it came to it being a sex thing. There are some situations, I'm not saying all, but there are some situations that turn from, okay, it didn't work with the friend, but it worked with the other friend. And instead, it's not just a random hookup, it actually is a relationship. And people done tootsie roll down the aisle, have a whole life, and it's like, hey, you know, it didn't work for me, but it worked for them. Kudos, live your life like it's golden and go about your business. Now, when it comes to the whole, okay, I'm just casually sleeping with this person and we're kind of dating, we're seeing where it goes, and I've seen the friend group and this guy's playing in my face, but his friend is cute. And now the get back situation comes into play. Yeah, I feel like that is very immature, it's not demure, it's not mindful, it's very messy, 100%. So I do feel like those situations garner those type of responses. But I feel like if it's a situation of relationships, I think it's okay to have the conversation and say, I'm not necessarily asking for permission to pursue this other person, but I'm letting you know, like, hey, it didn't work for you guys. Maybe you were casually dating them and it didn't work, but I really care for them. I'm letting you know that I want to pursue that. How do you feel about that, friend? You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about casually hooking up. I think those situations can be different. I've seen situations where, yeah, 100%, you was being messy. You knew this person was this person's ex person, not dating. They were in a relationship, and then you hooked up with the friend. That's messy. It ain't right. Somebody gonna get punched in the face. But situations where it's like, hey, yo, this is, I feel this person.
No violence. This is a family show. We don't do violence over here.
And I was agreeing, but okay.
You're saying. But people that are just on some, hey, yo, I feel this person, I like them, and it didn't work for you guys. So what you think? You can have that conversation, I feel, as mature adults. Because everybody ain't
it's not gonna work.
It's
not gonna work.
How did y'all even get cool enough for you to even realize that you like this person? Because if we friends, how did y'all get cool without me even knowing? Because you're not going.
I'm sorry, babe. You sound
they stopped dealing.
Crazy.
Shady.
I'm saying after they stopped dealing.
But
so
why
if you on some,
that I had dealings
I'm not saying I would do it.
No, I'm just saying in general, because that's my first.
Then don't preach it.
How you know?
I'm not preaching. I'm giving a hypothetical situation. Because situations be situating.
They do, but that's my first.
But that's rare, even if it does. It's rare.
It be happening though. It be
highly unlikely.
Now here's the thing. I'm actually gonna piggyback off of my sister just for a second, right? Now let's not act like friend groups don't. This person be talking to this one to find out information about this one. This one might be friends with the homie, might be done said something. Did anybody, like, what happened with this thing? This, that. So, depending on the situation, it's only messy when people aren't honest about what's going on, right? Because I personally feel
When
like
you hiding in line,
you're gonna like who you gonna like. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's just now how you act on that. That's where it becomes whether it's messy or whether, cooler heads have prevailed. Now, you did say something interesting, Ms. Dion, sister friend. You said mature adults. Have you been on socials lately? I'm just asking because
I mean,
not those socials.
Like
She ain't
I'm
been on.
First things first, I'm not talking about them kinds of socials. I'm talking about the medias. I'm talking about
social
the
media.
Twitters,
the media of the socials, guys.
We don't need you super saving Dion all night, okay? She
I'm
is
not
called
doing
for,
that,
okay?
no.
She is represented for. Don't look at her, okay? She's crying. As a matter of fact,
He has to let him know she's protected.
Okay, everybody in the chats, her breath stink. Don't talk to her. Okay. Like,
Oh
she's
no, my
taking
breath smell good. It smell like peaches.
Nah, I
Smell like
can't
peaches.
Her breath don't stink. Her breath don't stink.
Look, that's what you. Look, there he goes saving her again. Huh? He gonna save her all night. I love it. It's okay. But my main point was, you're talking about mature adults, and unfortunately, we are dealing in a time where people don't even have enough emotional intelligence to deal with their own selves, let alone other people. So maturity and adulting is one of those things that the line is really fine, and depending on the people can be very skewed. So, that's just my 2 cents on that. But yeah, like,
listen, the likelihood is if you guys had it in the bedroom, men talk, and it is what it is. Whether you look at it as you look at it as, yeah, we do. If you look at it like it's mature or not, men be like, yo, son, you really want that? Do you know what she did with me? You sure you want that? That's how men are. So,
but here's the thing,
that's not mature.
That sounds more like a beta blocker, though. Like, oh, are you sure you want her? Because what she did with me,
low-key hype.
We beta block. We beta block.
That sounds like,
because guess what?
I feel like it could be so messy.
You should
you
never
know what?
want her.
Because
she did the buck 6,000 with the boot turn. Like, you
oh my goodness. The way that we are, the way that men are, right? The way that men are, we very much feel as if the woman we lay with is our woman. Period. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see that. And then on top of it, the other man will be insecure in his mind, like, unless he's just the type of guy and more than likely, we call most of those men betas for even wanting to deal with a woman.
They just trying to see what that be like.
No, they're gonna be like,
oh no,
they're gonna be like, yo, has she done that to you yet?
No. The only time it could work is if it wasn't sex involved. If it was on some like, yo, we just had a good time, we hung out, it was cool, we went on a couple dates. I didn't like her though, her breath stink. So then now it's like, all right, you want to deal with the halitosis? That's on you, kid. I don't want no parts of that. Now we all right with that. But the moment we know you lay down.
That was a hater phrase right there, though. That was a hater phrase. You're going to be talking about halitosis and stuff.
I mean, that's medical. You got to go some wash with it.
No, I got my son in the building. What's up, KK? My little guy. He in the building. Not schooling. He in college, man.
I'm just making sure. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta make sure.
So with that being said, let's move on to the main topic. Y'all ready for the main event, ladies?
Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Main event look ashy.
Good.
Wow. She said it needs some baby oil gel.
I need some lotions. I need some Jergens.
Lord have mercy.
Wait a minute.
And hold up, my son is dropping some bread too.
The money.
What is good, my guy. That's my.
At least somebody got some sense in this
That
family.
is
I like to hear Sosa.
Good job. Don't spend all your money on it.
Sosa's
But he's-
intelligent and can. I like him.
That's my. He still got some growing to do, so he doesn't really understand the men.
Oh, well,
and I'm trying to teach him. You know what I'm saying?
Lord.
I'm trying to get him to understand.
Can I read the super chat or no?
Go ahead and read this.
Okay, very good.
He's put
So
his
it
disclaimer
said-
out.
You know what I mean? So it says ignorant men try to bring up a woman's past off of jealousy.
He doesn't know. I'm not gonna give him nothing. You know what? You know what my son get for that?
Wow, that's
Don't do
crazy.
that. Don't do that. 'Cause it's sandbars.
It takes a village, first of all. We're gonna embrace him and we're gonna uplift him, okay? We are not gonna do that.
He's only 18 years old.
And he got that much sense at 18
Yeah.
years old. I am proud.
That was
He got
hater
good
energy.
sense at 18. I am very proud of him. I am proud of you, Sosa.
I be telling the baby his daddy's a hater a little bit. Just saying.
Thank you, son.
Don't like that.
Thank you,
Don't
son.
do
I
something
love
like
you.
that. That's
I
right.
love you
Sosa,
to
don't
death.
listen to him.
I love you to death, son. Thank you for the super chat. I'm gonna give it back to you the next time you ask me for $20. So with that being said,